Hey guys, I know it's been just a little bit since I've done a video. I just wanted to hop on here and talk to y'all a little bit about anxiety, depression, mental illness, stuff like that. I have had anxiety my whole life. Depression came along a little later. I went through some trauma many, many years ago that I still struggle with. About 3 weeks ago, depression was kicking my butt. I debated on coming on here and speaking about this because my husband and I have people that like to meddle in our lives, causes problems. But to that, I have God. So if you want to meddle, good luck. Anyways, about 2 weeks ago, like I said, depression was just so bad, and I don't know why. My husband, who is my rock, he has been here, always there for me. He, was asking what's wrong, why, and I couldn't tell him. I didn't know. All I knew is that I was sad. I wanted to just lay in bed and cry. I didn't want to get out. I didn't want to go anywhere. I barely even got up to cook dinner. Um, there were many, many days that I didn't even clean, and everybody knows I keep my house clean. I do cleaning videos. I mean, that's just what I do. And if I did do anything, I did the bare minimum. Um, and I still can't tell you why my depression was so bad, but it was. It was getting the best of me. Um, so I got a hold of my PCP, who is amazing. I absolutely love her. Um, and she, sent me on to another doctor who has adjusted my meds, and it has helped tremendously. And it's funny because I could hear my PCP, I could hear her in the back of my head saying, get up, move around, walk, do exercises. It releases endorphins and makes you feel better. And I could hear her in my head saying that, in which I have. I have started walking. She has me doing some strength training. Um, I try to walk every day. There's a few days, sometimes things happen, but I've only been doing about a mile a day right now. I try to use my vibration plate and just try to mix into some weights into it, which has helped. I feel so much better. Um, what I want to say though is if you know anyone that suffers from anxiety, depression, any kind of mental illness, um, be there for them. Um, talk to them. Don't go in and say, snap out of it. There's nothing to be depressed about. Why do you have anxiety? There's nothing to be anxious about. A lot of the times it's past trauma. And if it's really bad, it sticks with that person. And it's not that they relive it, but certain things can make them think about it. And then when they think about it, it's there, and they do kind of relive certain parts of it, things that they've been through, things that they seen. So be there for that person, talk to them, pray for them, pray with them, maybe even invite them to church. That's one thing I've gotten. I've always been close to God. I feel like I've gotten even more close. I feel like I've gotten even more close to Him lately. I had to learn to trust in God. I've always prayed, but I had to learn to trust. I've had to learn to put it in God's hands and let it go. Um, but like I said, if you know anyone that struggles, be there for them, help them, invite them somewhere. Even if you just go and sit with them, talk with them, let them know that they have loved ones, that they are loved, that they're not alone. My family has always, always been there for me anytime that I've struggled. My older girls, they're in their 20s. I've always been able to talk to them. I've always been able to tell them, hey, I've been feeling down, you know, They've always been there. My husband's always been there. My mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, anybody. If if I need to talk, they're there to listen. I know a lot of people don't have that, um, but I encourage anyone that if they know somebody that struggles, please help them. Please make them feel better and let them know that they are loved. I do hope to do some more videos soon. Still having trouble with fatigue. I am sleeping better. That's a big plus. I've always struggled with sleep. I've had insomnia for as long as I can remember. I could go to bed at 9, 10 o'clock and still be laying there at 3 in the morning, not being able to sleep because my mind wouldn't shut down. It was always, I would think of things that I needed to do or things that needs to be done or things that happened in the past that I had no control over anymore. It's already happened, but yet I was sitting there thinking about it. Now I'm able to lay down, I'm able to go to sleep, and I'm able to sleep all night, and it is so good. So amazing. But anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble on. Just be aware, help people, be loving. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I'll see you guys later. Bye.